You were stalking Christian Pulisic on Instagram this weekend, threw it in the WhatsApp group, and you noticed that Pulisic took Chelsea FC out of his bio. Actually, shout out to our friends USMNT only. They're the ones that really noticed it over on Instagram. Yeah. Pulisic, by the way, didn't play in the season finale against Watford. Herc, is the change in the bio on Insta something, nothing, or everything?
Well, it's not nothing, I'll tell you that much. It's definitely something. I can't say it's everything because of the player himself says it, or the club says it first, that he's gone, then it'll be everything. But it's definitely something. I mean, whether it's Mark Pulisic, his father, in those cryptic tweets, whether it's his Christian Pulisic's lack of playing time or his lack of finishing ability, and Thomas Tuchel's comments post-game about lack of finishing ability. There's been a circus surrounding Christian Pulisic. There's been a circus surrounding Chelsea. There's been just an enormous amount of build-up and talk about him needing to leave. So much so that there have been reports out of England that the player, Christian Pulisic himself, has asked to leave Chelsea. Now this is definitely something, Seb. We can't ignore this.
Yeah. If everything means a sign that he's going to leave Chelsea, then I got to be honest at this point, then, Herc, I do think that it's everything. This is a public and intentional distancing of himself from the club. Like, you don't do that on accident. You want to send a message, and you want to send a very strong message, right? What's the point of doing that if you're not leaving?
I've got a real issue saying that's what he did until he does it. I think it's subtle, but players send message, whether subtle or not, out to the public, out to the press. And him doing this may just be voicing displeasure, but until we hear from the player or Chelsea themselves that he's actually leaving. Also, there's a big caveat here, a big situation that we need to realize. He was like a $75 million transfer. Chelsea just isn't going to let a player like that go unless they can recuperate something for him.
Right. If we believe that where there's smoke, though, there's fire, there's certainly right now a lot of smoke around this with Christian Pulisic. Real quickly, you know, he had this huge stretch, Herc, where he didn't start under Thomas Tuchel. And then in the last 2 weeks, he starts 4 games in 12 days. I thought that was very weird. I brought up some of the reasons why last week. But it almost felt like a forced last chance audition. And I don't know, you know, he didn't play poorly. He had a goal assist. I think people will mostly remember the missed chances against Liverpool in the FA Cup final. But he didn't necessarily convince. And that, for me, felt like Tuchel kind of saying, hey, you want consistent starts? Here they are. Did he do enough? Did he do enough?
No, because Thomas Tuchel's comments in his last game would lead us to believe that he was not pleased at all and that he pointed and singled out Christian Pulisic's miss because it was a sitter. Let's be honest. We give Christian Pulisic a lot of pass because how we see him being treated by the English press, because of what we see from Thomas Tuchel, because of what we see from him playing in different positions, et cetera, et cetera. But this was a blatant miss. This was a sitter he should have put away, and he didn't. And Thomas Tuchel singled him out as a player that should have put that in the back of the net. So, yeah, I agree with you.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.